So the acronym is ASMR, and the steps associated with that are A, acknowledge the loss, acknowledge the grief, which is the most difficult and life-changing step in unacknowledged grief. I didn't even give myself permission to grieve when I received my son's autism diagnosis. And part of it was I didn't know I was allowed to. And so I feel like that acknowledgement, giving yourself permission to go through a grieving process is step number one, right? If we don't even realize that we're grieving or giving ourselves that permission, then we're not going to be able to go through the rest of the steps. And the S is seeking support. Even though it's very hard and the social denial of it makes it even harder to do, you still need to try. And it's one of the things that was really hard for me as well, because I felt like I needed to suffer in silence. I needed to just do what I needed to do to get done for myself or for my kids. And there wasn't really any kind of social aspect involved in this type of grief, but create it for yourself, even though it's hard, whether you're reaching out to a friend who you know and you trust, or family, or even a therapist. Like, I've been to therapy. It's super helpful. And you can get that support from, if you don't have people in your network, if you don't have family or friends that really you feel are going to be supportive, then you can seek professional help as well.
It takes me back to the NPR podcast too, where he said, especially in the West, and I think maybe the host, came from India and deals with grief in a whole different way, in a much healthier way in the East than we do here. But his point was, we have this misguided culture of strength in the West. We're not good at grieving, but strength is found in authenticity. Being exactly what you're saying, acknowledge it and seek support, ask for support. Most of us suck at this. I suck at this, right? Like, the only person in my life that I talk regularly to about this issue is my therapist that I see regularly. Even my significant other, even my sister and brother and close friends don't really ask about this. They know how hard it is, and I think they don't want to. And I don't necessarily blame them, but yeah, for us, the challenge is for us that are going through it also to seek that support. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think on the other end of it, people that are receiving the information also don't know what to say. Yeah. So I have so many stories about that where they just like stare at me, or they start jumping into solutioning, or they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And they just have this pity and sympathy instead of empathy. And so that could be a whole other TED Talk, I feel, is as a person receiving this information, what is useful to the other person on what they would like, for how they would like you to support them. And I think us as people that are seeking support can also be a little bit clearer as well. Hey, I'm sharing this information with you. All I need is a listening ear. I don't need advice. I don't need sympathy. I don't need pity. I just want someone to empathize with me and be here for me and listen to me. And that's what I needed at that time. But I didn't know how to ask for that.